It's time for a death battle!
Rewritten.
Silver Surfer, Marvel's Sentinel of the Spaceway.
Wally West, the fastest Flash from DC Comics. The power cosmic grants the Surfer near unlimited energy, as well as matter manipulation, phasing, super strength, speed, and invulnerability, just to name a few.
The Surfer's basically got all of Galactus' space magic, just on a smaller scale, and Galactus uses that power to fight guys like the In-Betweener, an abstract being from the overspace.
Like when Psycho Man failed to trick the Surfer with his illusions, or when he was briefly trapped in the Supreme Intelligence's mind when it was using the Mind Stone. It's thanks to the abilities afforded to him through all that cosmic energy.
It's seriously crazy. He can rearrange the molecules of anything he wants into anything he wants. He can force you to just feel pain in general, and he can even control elements. Not just earth, wind, and fire, but anything in a boogie wonderland like gravity and the weather.
He's got enough power and energy inside him that he once created an infant star to serve as a new light source in a universe devoid of light.
We can't forget about the sick board he shreds the stars with. This thing's basically an extension of himself. He can transform it into a sweet sword or into pure cosmic energy, and if it breaks, he can just form a new one.
On his board, the Surfer has traveled at incalculable speeds on multiple occasions. He can fly faster than Thor, and even once flew so fast he reached the future.
Even without his board, he once broke free from energy shackles that would zap away his power within the next nanosecond.
In general, he can see enemies even when they're invisible, and can sense incoming threats, to the point where he can sense someone approaching even before they've left their own home.
He can also absorb energy his opponents throw at him, anything from psionic energy to a freaking star. The Surfer can even do it when he's on death's door.
It does take a lot to get the Surfer to death's door. He's taken a blast from the Infinity Stones, survived being smashed into pieces, crashed into the Big Bang, and played catch with a star.
He caught it and then threw it right back at that punk Deadpool.
Reed Richards, the smartest man alive, has said that the Surfer is probably the most powerful being in all the galaxy. Speed Force, a dimension of infinite kinetic energy which all Flashes draw their power from. Wally obviously possesses incredible speed, easily surpassing that of light. He can run non-stop for multiple days.
Forget running! This guy looks at reality and spits in its face before giving it a swirly.
Wally can manipulate each and every one of his molecules to, for instance, survive the inside of a black hole. Barry even once regenerated from a cloud of gas. Wally can create tornadoes, toss lightning, and heal from deadly blows. These techniques are rooted in scientific theory and often require a mathematical mindset. For example, by vibrating his body at very precise frequencies, he can turn invisible, phase through objects, tear things apart while phasing through them, and even enter fourth-dimensional space. With a touch, Wally can steal another's speed and use it for himself. Specifically, he can take a person's kinetic energy, instantly stopping them in their tracks or even freezing them for centuries, even from those who are not linked to the Speed Force like Superman.
And his infinite mass punch can knock you across the whole planet.
Applying the laws of relativity, as Wally's fist approaches light speed, its mass technically grows to an infinite degree, striking with kinetic energy equivalent to a white dwarf star, or about 2.6 octillion tons of force. In fact, increasing the vibrational speed even further could break the universe.
The biggest nuke ever tested was 50 megatons. One punch from Wally is like 40 million of those.
Even more wild, Wally can change his vibration frequencies to affect alien energies that do not exist in his own reality.
It's how he helped take out these aliens called quantum mechanics.
Beings far beyond any physical dimension and immune to ordinary physics.
So, like a prism, Wally changed Superman's heat vision into super space magic to blast them all.
All this is absolutely insane to contemplate.
Speaking of which, that's how he time travels, by running.
Should Wally become unmoored, he can outrun the Speed Force itself, even running to the end of reality where the concept of death no longer exists.
One time, he beat these gambler gods in a race across the universe, and, they could teleport.
To win, Wally achieved trans-time velocity in less than 1 unit of Planck time, which is so infinitesimal, it is the absolute edge of measurable time itself. He was so fast, reality does not have any means to calculate or even comprehend his speed.
That's f***ing crazy!
This flash of all, Wally and Barry raced each other. This simple contest nearly tore apart the entire multiverse.
But our kid Flash finally let it all out and won. running!
Should Wally become unmoored, he can outrun the Speed Force itself, even running to the end of reality where the concept of death no longer exists. He was so fast, reality does not have any means to calculate or even comprehend his speed. On his board, the surfer has traveled at incalculable speeds on multiple occasions. He can fly faster than Thor, and even once flew so fast he reached the future. Wally and Barry raced each other. This simple contest nearly tore apart the entire multiverse. Wally has broken fate a few times himself, the best example being when he ran to the end of reality and forced the concept of death itself to die. He's taken a blast from the Infinity Stones, survived being smashed into pieces, crashed into the Big Bang,
rearrange the molecules of anything he wants into anything he wants.
touch, Wally can steal another speed and use it for himself. Specifically, he can take a person's kinetic energy, instantly stopping them in their tracks or even freezing them for centuries. For example, by vibrating his body at very precise frequencies, even enter fourth dimensional space. Wally has broken fate a few times himself, the best example being when he ran to the end of reality and forced the concept of death itself to die.
Because Speed Force!